Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Man, I tell you what, this has been an exciting weekend. Welding these things in. This one outer rocker, and seeing how nice this thing turned out. This car is just starting to come together, and I find it exciting anyway. It's been a pretty long process. Well, not really. I mean, it's pretty much, it's going together faster than what I actually thought it was gonna, which is a good thing. I'm hoping to have it where I can be spray painting this by the fall. Today, I'm gonna start today by welding in the spot welds, and then start working on the driver's side or left-hand side, whatever you want to call it, rocker panel, which is going to take more work than this one. That one actually does have some rust. Not as bad as what's on the car now, but it does have some rust. So I got to fix that, and I haven't even begun to take that one apart. So start working on that today, get that one taken apart. I did learn some things that I'm going to do a little different on that, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Here is the driver's side rocker that is on this car. As you can see, there's not much left of that. The other one that's out there does actually have more to it. It just has kind of a rust hole in one spot. So my plan is to get that all cut out, but I'm going to keep this area back here where it comes down covered, so that that's all in there. But this one, I'm not sure if I'll get this one done today, but I'm going to get a good start on it anyway. And so yeah, let's get started. So I think if this time I think we cut this here out. Instead of saying we cut it here, we cut it here.
Yeah.
Cut it out, fix that.
Yeah, and then cut it right along here.
Yeah, so we keep
You can
our
save this.
grip deals.
Yeah.
The back side of this is pretty much taken apart because of we used a lot of that inner for the other one.
Yeah.
And then this time though, I think that we need to come across here somewhere. I think I'll just cut right around that body line.
Yeah.
So that we save this bottom piece.
Yep.
Because that made a mess. All that lead.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably still have to get all that lead out, won't I?
Gonna have it right here. Yeah, you can see it right here already.
Yeah, we'll have to get that out of there.
Soft.
Yeah, they probably don't use lead anymore.
I don't think they do.
You make a lot of noise.
I know it.
The
Trying to fool you to make you think I'm doing something.
I was trying to keep things quiet around here. You sure?
Yeah. What do you think this is, a church?
People think I worship these things. That looks like a wall hanger, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think you got one already.
Yeah, looks just like it. quarter panel is going to come down, come back and around down like this, I believe. So I think that I can still cut some of this back.
Yeah.
How can there be anything still connected there? I put this post on Facebook, you know, I says, this is even before I bought this car. I put a post on there and I put front bumper, rear bumper, an air grabber scoop, you know, like the air cleaner. I had a hood sitting there, seats, and I says, I put on there, I says, my starting build of a Coronet. And everybody thought that was funny. All of a sudden, here I am. Everybody, oh, you can't build that. I'll show you. I'll build this car for less than 20 grand. Say you can't do it, that's when I'm going to try it.
And it has been a learning experience.
Oh, yeah. Telling you, they've
Still
been.
is.
But where would the fun of that have been?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you take that. Car and you take and you put on AMD quarter panels, floor, you know, frame rails, rear panel, Dustin panel, hood skin. When do you finally say, you know what, that's not even the car anymore? You still have to put fenders. There's no fenders.
Yeah.
No K-member.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, when do you finally say, okay, that's no longer a car?
Right. Yeah.
Or the car?
Yeah.
Man, I don't have them answers. There's some people that think they do.
Well, I sure don't have it.
Yeah, so, I mean, there is people out there that, you know, it's got to be this and it's got to be that, and you can't do this and you can't do that.
Well,
And
if that's what they want, that's fine.
yeah, at some point in time, you got to say to yourself, how does that even resemble a car?
Yeah.
How is it that you can take a Daytona Charger and replace everything except for one rocker panel on that car and still say
Right.
that that's that car.
No way.
But that's what they did.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Everything else was done was welded together and bought through AMD.
Oh.
All the rest of it.
Yeah.
But my thoughts in. Oh, is that still a car?
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn this up. I want to see where I need to do this. Okay, so pretty much all the top is good, huh? I'm going to move this drill out. I'm not a Mopar purist by any means, but to me that just seems kind of backwards. And really, probably my generation is going to be the last generation that's even going to care.
Yeah.
Not many of them are going to care.
Right. Yeah.
It's the baby boomers that, these cars meant something to. They were their high school cars.
Yep. That's right.
Kids nowadays, they want jelly beans.
Chili beans. Huh?
Jelly bean cars. There's no chrome on them. They all look like jelly beans. Like that. Your car. That's a jelly bean car.
Sorry. Yeah.
There's no chrome on that car. It's all one color.
Yeah.
Looks like a jelly bean. This thing works great for this, but I found out that this side of it will cut in. So I don't care if I cut into this. So that's why I keep putting it to the back side.
Yeah.
Is it a hot day for you today too?
What do you mean? She's been in the air conditioned house.
Yeah, she's pretty spoiled. Pretty spoiled.
She's got it better than you do.
She does. Grab my hat though. What? Well, I did it. Boom, going.
Yeah.
And anything? Let's look this over here just a minute.
Yeah,
That ain't holding anything. Well, maybe a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
because it's hanging up on the top.
Yeah, we'll get that out of there. This front piece will drop off of it. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's spot welded there. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Boy, those seat belts would have held you well.
Yeah, yeah.
Gee. Papers. Criminy.
I think you got a little one hanging right here, I think.
You think so?
Just a little piece.
I don't know, but we get this back separated. That's about all I'm going to do today.
Yeah.
Day of rest, you know.
Yeah. I can see how much rest you've had. Only one.
What's that? It's the only one? Is that what
That
you
was
said?
the only one, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I can't believe this thing's hanging in there. It's about shot. Being the cheap Norwegian that I am.
Yeah, you are. Now, I wanted to tell you something too. When you're using this, you put your hand down here. You got better,
It's got a handle on it.
better control on it.
It's got a handle for it.
Yeah.
But of course, I don't have a
I
handle
always,
on it.
I always hang on to them like that. Have
Yeah.
a little bit more control over. This way a little bit more.
Well, we got this deal here that we're trying to preserve on. Okay, so I'm getting ready to fix this rocker panel, and I cut this out, and this is going to go here. We're going to do a bend here. This is going to get cut off. This is also going to get bent at a 90 degrees so that I can put this in a shrinker and make this little curve. I got this real handy tool put on here. Have it backwards. There we go. And that shows the curve of the panel. So I'm going to start by cutting these two corners out. Okay, it took a little bit of bending and stepping, but I'm thinking that that looks pretty good. Now, to bend these corners up this way so that I can try to shrink it, then I'll have to cut these back off. Well, I'm thinking this is starting to look pretty close. I don't know. I'm not sure I was using that shrinker stretcher thing right. That could still come down. I ended up using that a little bit. Used an English wheel a little bit, and I figured out that was not doing anything but straightening back out what I was bending. But I think I got it looking pretty close to what it needs to look like there. And I think I can fix the rest of it once I have it welded in. So now we go to cut this rust out here. And this should fit in right like that. Okay, so here's the piece that I made. And I use the shrinker, some of the English wheel, but I figured out that the English wheel does not work good in this situation because it just kept flattening back out. But this is pretty well curved the way it needs to be. It's going to take some more work once I get it welded in. Obviously, I mean, this is just rough, but I'm going to start welding this in, and then it was just a bunch of cutting and grinding and bending and hammering, and I didn't film all that because it was quite loud. But let's get to welding. That one did not want to come through. That's a gap. How's that looking? What do you think of that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Let's let that cool for a while. I think I'm just gonna leave them clamps on there But I'll come back in and fill all these
Yeah.
in.
Right.
But I think them clamps right now will
It
help
looks
it.
good. Yeah.
Well, it must not be too hot. There's a fly landed on it.
Get a little hot feet on the flat.
And all we got is that little spot over there to fix, and then that's ready to go in. Unless you don't think I need to fix that spot. These holes over here.
I don't know. No. Well, but it's gonna make that much difference there.
Well, it's going to be inside that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would just continue to rust or if I should just put some rust calculator on it.
Yeah.
Does
Probably.
Does it look like I got too much heat?
Nope. Looks good. It's not warped at all.
I'll put them back in that drawer. Oh, you're putting it back in that old package. Yeah. Now, not all these are going to fit in there. I think I had 2 or 3 packages of them. Yeah, I see that. He ain't going nowhere. I suppose if somebody wanted to pay me to turn their 4-door into a 2-door,
Yeah.
I'd probably do that.
Sure. Yeah. I'm learning how to do it.
Yeah. Well, that one don't want to come out of there. Come on. Don't be messing with me here. Wow. That one is quick. Well, I've never had that happen before. Well, I guess there's got to be a first time for everything.
That's true. Well, pretty much.
Give me a stick string laptop guitar. That's the 440 I was thinking about taking one, right there. But there's also another 440 sitting over there in that corner. And there's one in the crate there. And I think there's another 440 upstairs.
Oh, yeah. How did you get that up there?
I'm pretty sure Brian carried it up there, unless that's the one. I've got that 440, that 440, that 440. Oh, Larry's got my other 440.
Yeah. Yeah, he
I
did.
think there's one on the trailer, too.
Over there?
Yeah. But I think that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I think we should snap gauge that and check the,
The crack.
well, no, snap gauge it to check see if the cylinders are out of round. Yeah. Not today. We're not doing that today. My guess is it's probably going to have to be bored. tell you what, this side of it is tight.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Wow. Well, stupid name. Whoops, if I take that out. That's how you know it's real. A bit more of a gap there on that slide.
Well, that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just. Ah, this one's tight too. There we go. All right, now it's time to really get into stitch welding. Thing about stitch welding is sooner or later, you kind of run out of stitch welding area. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get it ground there.
Then you can solid weld it.
Yeah. If anybody ever knocks these titanium welders, I mean, we're building this whole car off of what was that, $300-400 welder from Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a good welder.
yeah.
Does it have its things every once in a while, but usually it's pretty good. The only thing that I would say about this welder, if I had to do it again, I'd have bought the TIG, because I could have TIGged all this a lot easier.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't cost so much more.
No, but at the time I thought it was. But I could really concentrate the heat better with a TIG welder.
Yeah.
I'm better at TIG welding than I am at MIG welding, to be honest. It really annoys me when you pull the trigger and it comes out and it hits and then it stops and it burns it back through.
Yeah.
I don't know why this welder does it, but that is probably the only complaint I have with this welder. Pretty sure they got welders now that'll stitch weld for you. All right, I'll let the old pro look at it. There's a light underneath it. You tell me if you see any daylight. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Raining out still?
Yep.
Is it raining outside yet?
Nope.
Well,
On a couple.
yeah.
Yep.
There. Oh, I can see it now. Yep. Okay.
I've got one here. This side.
Okay.
Get it down a little further.
There's two of them here. One here, one there. Where you mark them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't see any more. Not yet. Pretty good. I like.
Good. That's why you have the old professional look at it.
Yeah.
I've found some.
Yeah, there's one right here. Just a pinhole in there. That's probably.
Margaret, you don't want no pinhole. Pinhole makes rust.
Yeah.
There's one here. One there. One there.
Get it?
Actually. One right there.
Yeah. I was looking for
One
that.
right there.
Couldn't find the marker.
One right there.
Okay.
Yeah, on that side.
Probably won't see them anyway. Once you get, whoops, right there.
You found all kinds of them.
I think that was the idea of this.
Yep. So, I'm not seeing any daylight through them that you're marking, right? Alright, well, we'll throw a bead on it anyway, I guess. I'm not seeing it. That don't mean nothing. Well, you have two eyes look at it. I said, I'm not seeing anything there, but it's okay. That's why you have two eyes look at it. Just be that way. Oh, Jesus. Trouble light. Always trouble.
I'll give you trouble.
Yeah. I know a guy had a really nice light like that.
Yeah.
That guy, he set a jack down on it.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, wait a minute. I think he got it caught up in a fan.
Fan, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Wonder I didn't fire him.
Probably should have. Should we grind it after we put it in the car? Or what do you think?
We'll grind it now. Because you can see it better now, and it's easier to work on while it's on a bench like this.
So it's not on a bench, it's on a trunk.
This is the bench.
I'm using it as a bench.
You come down a little bit right in here, even it out.
Why is it? This is my checker thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little high right there. Looking pretty good there.
Yeah.
This is a little bit high.
Yeah, that's looking better. It still looks a little high there though.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come out of there.
Yeah.
A little low right there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feel it. A little rough over here.
Rough. What dog says? Rough.
Yeah. Dog road. Oh, this is awesome. So I think that this here stuff comes down out of the cowl and runs down through, well, it can't run down through there. I don't know. Maybe that's just because of how rusted it was. But I have to vacuum all that out. Well, I'd say that looks a little better. I'll finish cutting this. All right, well, after welding, grinding, this is what we ended up with. If you ever need to fix rocker panels and they just have a little bit of patching, this is a lot better than buying new rocker panels. I mean, obviously it was easier because this one's not on the car anymore, but to do the rocker panels, I mean, you gotta take your A-pillar loose and your floor's gotta be out, and that's extensive. This here is just some 18 gauge sheet metal, and obviously the area wasn't that big. Well, 20 inches I think is what I cut out of it. 20 inches this way. Then you got 3.5, 3.5. It's more like 3 5/8. And I did use a shrinker to shrink this, but then a lot of it I also shaped just with the vise. And there's going to be some more shaping that's got to be done to it. And we had to do some hammering and dollying and stuff like that, but I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. Can't even hardly tell where it's been welded. Okay, so looking at these, as I'm grinding this just keeps going further and further away. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a piece kind of like this here, and then one here. The only reason I'd put this piece in here is to combat this rust area. I mean, nothing welds to this at all, but I just want to get rid of the rust area here. Okay, so here is the piece that I have made to put here. That should fit in there pretty good. I'm gonna have to probably shape it once I start welding it a little more, but I guess I was always taught to make the piece before you cut everything out so that you can shape it to it. And now I'm going to mark this out, and I'm going to cut. Well, I'm just going to cut this off here. I'm just going to weld this over top of it, I think. I think that'll probably work. Just weld it just like that. Okay, that's weld through primer. It said to give it 15 minutes before MIG welding it, so that's what I'm going to do. There, I faked that till I made it. Just kept burning it until it totally bent itself over there. I think the only primer I got is that weld-through primer. I think I'm going to put it on that piece. Keep it from rusting. I think I should do that.
What's that?
Put this weld through primer over top this bare metal to keep it from rusting.
Yep. Unless you really want to put that other stuff on there.
Well, I do, but I really wanted it for the backside.
Yeah.
But I guess I can put this weld through primer on the backside too. But I just want to keep this from starting to rust. You know what I mean? All right, so cut this out here. A little rust area that was there. Cut that completely out, and then made this little piece here. So I'm going to weld this in. Not a huge fan of the weld through primer. Just say that right now. All I gotta do is let that cool. Shoot some primer on it. We're getting close to trying to start welding these in. Or this one in. I guess the other one's already in. Then we'll put the door on and make sure everything levels up. Perfect. So working on this piece here, I found that this was pretty rusted. So I'm going to put a piece in here. Looks like 4 1/4 that way. Looks to me like 5 inches that way. I'm just going to weld this piece in there. I'm going to sand this down real quick and put some weld primer there. Rust was right here where the fender bolt goes, which I think caused probably some of that rust. And then there was one of these bends in here for water to drain also. Well, a lot of that video was welding that in. I thought was kind of pointless. Kind of already seen that on the other side. I really wanted that video to be more about repairing this, which is what it looks like with the repair. But it's all welded in. There's a couple spots here where I gotta finish it up and stuff, but for the most part it's welded in. And I'm gonna start putting the doors on, or get the door put on so that I can get the quarter panels put on. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Really wanted to concentrate a lot on how I repaired that rocker panel, the rust in it and stuff, and yeah, I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. I got a lot of views, and I'm getting quite a few subscribers. I mean, I'm not complaining about that, but yeah, if you like my videos, just leave me a like and comments and subscribe and share them if you want. That'd be great. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.